Hey everyone, and I'm back. Know it's been a little while since I posted another video, but I was asked, you know, everybody's doing these EDC. What do you carry on you all the time? What do you carry during the day? And it varies from person to person, depending on what they do in their everyday life. Well, me, when I'm going out or whatever, I've always got stuff in my pockets. And from doing the outdoor craft and stuff, you never know where you're going to go. If you go, the wind's blowing, so I hope you can hear me. I'm sorry about that. But say you go out to eat and you go to a friend's house, and you decide, hey, let's go start a fire. Let's go build a fire. Let's hang out. What are we doing? Well, I always have my knife on me, on my hip, all the time, every day. But I also carry stuff in my pockets, because most of the time I'm wearing these cargo shorts or either cargo pants or stuff, and I always got something in my pocket 24. It became a habit that when I'm walking around, if I'm in a store, in a restaurant or whatever, every time I go to leave, I'll do this. And it became a habit with me because I know what's in my pockets, and when you sit somewhere, you don't want to lose nothing. So that became a habit of me, and right now it becomes like second nature because I've done it for so much. So every time I get up, or get out of my vehicle, I reach back, just, hey, yeah, there's my wallet, reach back, oh yeah, there's my keys, hey, there's my fire kit, yeah, I didn't lose my knife, and it's just like a checkpoint. And the more you do it, you actually check it without even knowing, like I said, second nature. And it's starting to rumble now too. We might get some rain, but it's just like what's the saying, if you do something repetitive for 21 days, it becomes a habit. And I really didn't believe that at first until I actually done it. And then usually after a month of doing the same thing over and over and over again, you don't even think about it. You just go pick it up, you put it in your pocket, you grab this, you put this there, and it's just, it just becomes something you do every day. Well, anyway, so I'm gonna dump my pockets out, and I'll show you what I carry and what I have on me. But this right here, I carry this when I go in the woods too, along with my half-inch ferro rod. I don't have it on me right now because I have so many other ferro rods around, I didn't need it. But this right here is a BHK Frontier First. It's a good little EDC knife, little neck knife. It's got some patina on it. This has had the little knives like this, I end up using it more than I do my belt knife, simply because it's right here, easy access. If I'm cutting string, or if, say, I caught a fish, say I'm going to clean a fish, this little knife, skinning a deer, skinning a rabbit, skinning a squirrel, gutting a fish, this little knife right here is the ticket. And I like the knife, if I'm skinning something out, I like it to reach like to the end of my finger. And this right here works out perfect because you got more control with the stuff. If you're inside skinning a deer out, and you're just, where it's at, because you know where your finger's at. And if it's right there, you won't go too deep, you won't cut the insides, and make a big mess. But even a squirrel or rabbit, you just little cut along the back, pull them apart. There's basically hardly no skinning to small game. So that's why I like this little knife. Small, round, you can carve notches with it. You can, anything that you can do with a big knife as far as like camp chores. You can cut meat, process food, whatever. I wouldn't recommend batoning it because it's so small, and you would only be breaking that kindling that big. But if you want to make little fine feathers or whatever, you can also do that with this too, no problem. But I just wanted to show that knife. That's a cool little knife. That's a Battle Horse knife, Frontier First, and that's a cool little knife. Well, on my belt, I have this one. This is a Blind Horse PLSK2. It's one of the early ones. But you see the blade, it's got all kinds of patina on it. Because I use this one. I use this one as like an EDC everyday carry knife because it's smaller than my PLSK1. But it's still got the heft and the thickness of my big knife. So if I needed to baton some stuff down, you know, you don't want nothing too big. You just want something, you know, not even the size of your fist. If your blade can't go through the wood with something to beat on, you don't need to be batoning with it. That's not like taking and me trying to baton this big old log here. It's not going to happen. You need an axe. But for small stuff, getting a small fire run, this would be perfect. I like this one. You know, I got it razor sharp too. So there's that one. All right, in this pocket, I got all kinds of keys. I got wad keys, but this usually just clips on my belt loop or my belt or something, so I just stuck this in my pocket. It's right here. I've shown this. This is one that I carry like if I'm going somewhere that's, you know, nicer and I'm not wearing my khaki pants. This is the little fire kit that I put together, and it's small enough that you can just stick in your pocket and it ain't no bigger than your set of keys. You know, actually my keys are actually just about the same size, but I'll show you what's in this one now. See, it's just a little small one. I got a wet fire in here. Got these little light tabs. I actually did just put a few matches in there. And I put a little tiny little ferro rod in there. It works good. I tried this. Alright, and got a little razor blade in there, and a guitar pick. And a guitar pick's good to start fires with too. You just shave it off and it lights like magnesium. But in the bottom of here, I actually have a piece of a striker that it did have the little saw blades on it right here, but I don't like those because it puts grooves in your ferro rod, and it doesn't do good to me. So what I did was I took and I broke it and sanded it off, and it's like a 90-degree spine right here. So when you're trying to strike something, you can, hang on, let me get it right. Can't hold it. See? The small ones are hard to do. But anyway, I put that in there for an extra little starter, and it seems to work good. And but these little Altoids tins, these things make great little kits that you can make out of. I'm sure all of y'all know this, but that's a good one. And I'm from the country, so got my dip can. These cans are actually good too. You can use these for storage. You can make fire starters. You can make kits out of them, but they're plastic and they don't hold out water. So if you did use it and made a little kit out of them, or know somebody that has these cans and has a bunch of them, you can actually take a Ranger band, like I put on these, which is just the inner tube that's sliced. you can take all the paper off of it and put it around the edge of it to kind of hold it together, and that Ranger band will kind of seal it where to get, I wouldn't say waterproof, but it would be a lot more water resistant. So that's a good thing. All right, and in this pocket, I have a little hank of paracord. And this is my throw in my pocket fire kit. And what's in here is I have a little bit lighter, small little ferro rod, and we all know who these guys are. This was the Dragonfire flint and steel 10, and you can get these from Dragonfire tinderbox.com too. And but you know, they'll save you a little bit of money if you don't want the big bag. You can get these. I'm not mistaken, they're around 30, 35, somewhere along in there. And what comes with it is you get the flint, the tin, the striker, and some chalk cloth in this tin. The rest of the stuff I put in here. So I got some extra cotton squares for making extra chalk cloth. Got these little infernos. Here's my little piece of church stone. And in here I have another knife. So I can just get this and I got my knife. So if I need it. But this is the Battle Horse Knives Little Jute. And it comes with this little Kydex sheath that puts on it too. But it fits inside the tin too. That was a great thing that they did. Well, I put a piece of fat wood, and it is resin impregnated. This thing is, I mean, it smells good. And there's the striker. This one's got some patina on it because I've used this one, and I just threw this little razor blade in here. I just threw it in there just for extra knife. And I got a piece of birch bark in here, and also another little tiny ferro rod just in case I don't have my big one. So that right there is pretty much my everyday carry that I've usually got in my pocket. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and this is Judd with Southmen Bushcraft, and I'll be glad to see y'all another time. Remember, if you go to the woods, have fun. That's what it's all about. See y'all next time.